Yo,
What's going on, bro?
not much. I'm fucking watching this goddamn dog. Tired of it.
It's been a week.
Dude, the dog is like losing its mind. It's actually it's really irritating. I like walk away for a second. The dog starts like whining and starts like freaking out, and I'm like, "You good?" I was like, "No, I'm about to die." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Fuck." So, I've been camped in my living room.
Boy.
I can't go anywhere. I'll like bring the dog upstairs. I'm like, "Cool, you want to hang out with me?" The dog will sit down for like 2 seconds, and then start just like beating at the door. It's like, "Please let me out." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Here." Goes back downstairs, starts whining. I'm like, "Oh my god, no."
Damn.
I'm like, "We're not doing this." But
Needy.
yeah, so I have officially plugged my Xbox One back in.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Started playing that Forza in the living room.
Pop off. I don't think I've played a game on my Xbox One since I won it. Like, I don't think I've played a single game on it.
I legitimately bought it because I wanted to play Forza 2. Or I want to play Horizon 2. And then they were like, "Oh, well, we're putting 3 on PC." I was like, "Well, fuck. I don't ever need to." I was like, "I don't need to use my Xbox anymore."
Yeah.
So I've just like had it. And then they put 4 on PC too, and that's what I played on. And I was like, "All right, well, whatever." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's crossplay." I was like, "I can play it on either my Xbox or the PC."
That's what's up.
So I just downloaded that joint and just picked up where I was. Started playing that new Lego joint. Shouts to fucking Lego World.
Yeah, Lego gang.
Got myself a 4K copy of the Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm gonna watch that later
There you go.
because I have not watched it.
Damn. What? Like, nobody saw the first one.
I like meant to go see it and then I just didn't. I was like, "I'll wait," because everyone said it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
And I was like, "All right, I'll watch it," and then I just never did.
Yeah, I've seen that joint. But like a lot of people that I've talked to, they're like, "Yeah, I never saw Homecoming." I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, damn.
I got like, I don't know. I got like 15 minutes way through it last night, and then I was like, "Yeah, I really don't want to sit through this like 2-hour movie at like 3 o'clock in the morning."
Yep.
I was like, let me get myself in bed." Friggin' grinded multiplayer and some Call of Duty last night. That was interesting. It was super toxic.
That's how it goes, man.
And they put in that new like weapons crate shit. So you turn in 6 regular crates and you get a 3-pack of crates that are duplicate protected.
Oh, that's what's up.
So I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Whatever, I can deal with that." So I grinded some of them challenge bullshits out, and I got myself 6 cases. And I got a whole load of bullshit.
That's what's up.
I was pissed. I was like, "The fuck am I supposed to do with all this?"
Hey, at least it's not a duplicate.
Yeah, I'll cut my losses. At least at this point now, I'm actually kind of grinding the like 600 something items in the list down. Unlike the last like 5 cases I opened where it was like all duplicates, I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "I'm dying."
Yeah, that's what I can't, like, that's why I never fucking open my shits. Because, like, the crates are a blow up. I just open them up and just get the same shit over and over and over again.
Microtransactions are a blow up.
50 cases later.
Yeah, you get 1 new item. Jellyfish triple play. What is this? Whoa. Finish days of summer strong and geared up when you pick up the Jellyfish triple play. This bundle guarantees you 1 ultra weapon bribe, Zero's Jellyfish outfit. That actually does look kind of sick. And 10 crates. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not actually. How much is that? Well, let's take a gander. Oh, 2,400 points. Holy shit.
Is that 25 bucks?
Oh, 20 bucks. So for $20, you get this actually pretty dope skin. I'm not gonna lie. It actually looks pretty neat. You get that. You get a little face custom war paint thing. You get 10 cases, and then you get an ultra weapon bribe. So,
Shouts to microtransactions.
holy fuck. They got this this new contraband thing going on right now for the 4th of July. You get at the end of it, you get an ultra weapon bribe. So, but it only lasts for 5 days. So, oh, actually, the length of
The event
of the rest of this event. So, but I am close to being done. I only need another. Holy fuck! I actually need a lot more. Oh
yeah,
god. Oh, this sucks ass.
So yeah, we're not done. So I heard some of the new rumors going around for the Note 10. Apparently, they're saying that they're going to have a camera inside the S Pen. I don't know. I do not know. That's the rumor right now.
That is that's random.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
Like, I don't know.
The fuck am I gonna do? What's it gonna be like?
Yeah, they're gonna have to show us something, man.
Yeah, I don't. It's gonna be like a fucking 2 megapixel bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know, like a spy pen or something. I don't fucking know.
It should better. Honestly, it should be like the tablet pens where it has like the little clip on it.
Right.
So you should be able to like clip it on.
Yeah, just have that joint.
Yeah, I'm thinking big brain over here.
Yeah, I do not know why the camera would be in the pen, but it's like the way it looks like they're teasing it is not how you think. So like when you think about it, you're thinking that the camera is going to be on the side of the pen. Like the way they're advertising this is as if the point is the camera. Like I don't know, it's weird. Like I don't know, but it's just a teaser, so we don't know if that's the truth.
Yeah, who the hell knows at this point?
Yeah, but apparently the live keynote is in August. It's like August 7th or some shit.
Yeah, they're saying the new Gear Watch is gonna get unveiled at the exact same time.
Same time. Yeah, they did that last year.
Yeah. Did you look at that thing I sent you about it?
I like skimmed it.
Yeah, it really wasn't anything. It had like little bits and pieces, but it wasn't anything like concrete.
Yeah,
but
I skimmed it the fast way.
News is news.
Yeah, phone companies are just like a blow up right now. This just literally rehashes the same ideas. Just like, how can we repackage the same phone that we sold them last year for more money? Like, it's literally a race to do that.
Well, how about this? You switch to Verizon, and I will sell you my Note 9.
I'm good on that.
And then I will get the Note 10.
Oh, okay. Because that makes so much sense.
Hey, I'm gonna cut you a good deal.
Oh, okay.
So I'd slide you the quick 500. Whereas I'm sure this Note 10 premium version. Or the Pro version.
There's four different versions.
Oh god.
Yeah, so like there's like the regular, the Pro, the Pro Plus, and like something else. It's like 4 different versions.
The Super Pro Edge.
Yeah, I don't fucking know what they're doing, man. Like I don't know, but I mean, hopefully for all the different variations, they make it worth people's while. Because if not, Like, if the only difference between like the Pro and the Pro Plus is one of them has 5G capabilities, that's really fucking stupid.
Pointless. It's just not even out yet.
Exactly.
Oh, it is. It is, but it's really
not. Yeah. It's a stroke.
That's like, these motherfuckers are like, yeah, 5G, blah blah blah, and I laugh and I'm like, okay, well, where can I actually get 5G at? And they're like, oh, can't tell you yet.
Yeah, exactly. like
oh.
But the thing is, it's like if you buy a phone now that's 5G capable of being like, oh, I'm gonna future-proof myself. By the time 5G is like a regular thing, they're gonna be so much more crazier phones out there that you're not even gonna want to be on that shit anymore.
Do you have your chat in sub-only mode?
No.
You definitely do.
I didn't switch it. I don't even know how to do
that. You hit like the little gear thing where it says like chat options, and then there should be a thing that says sub only. I think. Let me pop over to my channel, I'll tell you.
Nah, I don't see it.
It's weird. Yeah, it literally says subscribers only chat. Only Master Crash's subscribers can chat right now. Subscribe and join. Oh, does that mean I'm not subbed? Oh no, I am. Close.
I see follower only chat, but
weird.
Under modules there isn't anything that says sub. Let me check the website.
Hey, you ready for this one though? Yeah. Man, this is looking good.
Stank face. Let me see here. Chat settings. Nope, I don't see it there. Dashboard.
Oh, go in the chat, but actually I might be able to do it. Hold on. Subscribers. Does that work? What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, now it's enabled. Hey, I saw that.
Okay, weird. Yeah, literally. Fucking dumbass bug. Oh, subscribers off. Okay, I can do that. Boom, fixed it.
Okay. Yeah, because I like legit don't even have a fucking toggle on here. I guess you have to type it in. That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know,
like,
bro.
It just said literally, it just like set it on my thing. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I definitely didn't switch anything.
Well, I guess we got to get started without these individuals.
It is what it is. I'm assuming that Greg is in the Final Fantasy Vortex.
Yeah, he is in the Vortex.
So
watch this.
That shit came out yesterday, I think. I don't know.
Shadowbringers?
Yeah, the expansion.
No, it came out like last week.
I thought that was for, what's it called, early access.
Oh, official, yeah, I guess it came out probably this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greg's definitely been on the early access.
Yeah, I'm fucking good on that shit, man. Like, I don't know. I do not know. But I guess, like, there ain't shit else coming out this summer anyway, so I don't know, but I can't fall into that type of logic. It's what it is. Turn off this music. This music. Yeah, and I guess we just gonna have to bust it wide open. No bromo. I I guess we can start by recapping the past couple of days, considering that we've crossed paths several times in those past couple of days. So I guess we can recap for the viewers out there. The homeboys met up on Saturday and went to the Brawler Crawl like we said we would last podcast, and compared to ones that I've been prior to the one that we went on Saturday, that shit was kind of ass. Like, and logistically it was ass. Like, it's always cool to hang out with the homies, you know what I mean? But honestly, damn, I might have to make this a segment, yo. The day and age that we live in right now, when it comes to I don't even want to say dating, but when it comes to like trying to bag something, you know what I mean?
What did I walk into?
The day, well, you're in it now, bro. Welcome to the vortex.
I'm trying to figure out what's the vortex.
Well, this is stemming off of the bar crawl adventure that we went on Saturday. So I will finish that up. But yeah. I guess I can come back to this. I'll finish up the story and I'll come back to it. We'll actually start on this note. I'll come back to it. But yeah, other than that, like, you know, chilling with the homies and all that, it was cool, it's whatever. There was a fuck ton of people there, which isn't anything new for me when it comes to bar crawls, because the last one I went to was a lot of fucking people. But the difference is, the first bar crawl, or the one I went to previously, they had like 10 to 15 different bars on the stop list. So it was a fuck ton of places you can go to. So if you went to a bar and the shit was crowded, you can be like, alright, fuck this, go to the next bar. And you basically keep doing that until eventually you get to one that's not as crowded. And the mob rotates, so it's like it's never really nuts to butts. You know what I mean? Like, you're good. But this bar crawl, for whatever reason, instead of having 15 different locations, they were like, let's do 6. So the same amount of people, but with like 6 bars. Like, the first bar we went to, you legit could not move. Like, you walked in and it was like they had like the dance floor on the left, and they had like the mini bar in the middle. Like, it was like an island. They had like the island with the bar and all that. There's a fuck ton of people around the island bar, like, doing all sorts of things. So there's people there drinking, there's people there, you know, getting shots and shit, there's people there dancing. Like, it's just people doing stuff. And then on the dance floor, there's a fuck ton of people there. It's like, we went up there for a second, but it was like sardines. It was literally like, you're literally gonna walk up there and touch somebody, dog. Like, it was just, and then the drinks were really shitty at the first bar too. Like, they were rough. I don't know, like, watered down. Like, they were whack. They were not good drinks. But rotate to the next bar. It's nuts to butts in there too. Next one, nuts to butts. And then this is the first for me. When we went on the last bar crawl, like, you literally just walked in, it was whatever. But these ones, there were fucking lines. You had to wait in line to get into a subpar bar that's nuts to butts. And yeah, but
yeah, it's something.
Like I said, fun to chill with the homies. Like, it's great. Like, I guess a good start to our summer, like, getting out and do something, because I want to do more things out for this summer, because I never do anything for the summer outside of like traveling for events and shit when it comes to FGC. But seeing as I'm like not doing that this year, you know what I mean, skip CEO, skip an Evo, I don't even want to bring up Summer Jam. Is that an event anymore? But like that, I mean, on all honesty, because he doesn't do Winter Brawl anymore. He switched. It's like April Annihilation or whatever. Is Summer Jam
you're talking
still
about
a
all
thing?
this stuff right now, and you could have just went straight to Sea Otaku. Would have made more sense.
Yeah, Sea Otaku's a fall thing though. It's not summer.
I mean, for me, that's the end of summer for me. But I mean, I'm in Florida, so I keep forgetting.
Yeah, you guys only have one season anyways.
That's the way I like it.
Hey, man.
Summer year round.
That
You notice
shit's trash.
all the shittiest places have one season all year round. Antarctica, fucking Arizona, like,
Alaska.
yeah, like, the places are fucking terrible, man. It's like all year round. It's one season, man. Like, it's like the worst places, yo. It's crazy. It's actually kind of wild, but yeah, definitely want to do more, like, non-FGC related shit this summer. So I'm slowly but surely trying to figure that out. But all in all, bar crawl, logistically ass, homies tight. It was cool, whatever. And then I guess we could continue that into the weekend. Technically, it's the week. We saw Spider-Man last night. That shit was good. On a scale from 1 to 10 from myself, I would give it like an 8. Like it was alright. It was entertaining. It's pretty good. One of the better ones. Like if I were to compare it to all the other Spider-Man films, like it was definitely better than what's come out previously.
Who is the one that all the memes are? Is that Tobey Maguire?
Well, no. they do memes about both of them. Tobey Maguire is the original. Like that's the first one. So that one. Yeah. And then Andrew Garfield was the reboot.
That was trash. I fucking hated that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, but and then now we have Tom Holland, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That shit was dope.
I think he does a pretty good job as Spider-Man. Pretty good job.
Yeah, I think, I feel that it's pretty cool to see what they're doing with the character, because it's like, all right, so we know Spider-Man, growing up with Spider-Man and stuff, and the shit that he went through during our times and stuff, but now it's like it's kind of different because this next generation of like teenagers and all that like is so different from when we were coming up. So it's like, all right, so our Spider-Man, he was picked on by like the jocks and shit and all that, but like now it's like the norm for people to be like nerds and shit. So like even like the bullies are like nerds and stuff, and it's like I don't know, it's a cool spin on like the characters now because it's with the times. So I don't know. Well, no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good summer flick. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about this film, Midsommar. I guess it's done by the dude that he made what's that movie? He made that horror movie Hereditary.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
My bad.
I heard it's like amazingly fucked up. Like that's all I've heard. I heard it's good and it's amazingly fucked up. And I'm like, all right, cool. I saw Hereditary. I didn't think it was a terrible movie. It was different. It was actually really different. I don't know. Did you ever get around to seeing Hereditary, Nick?
I don't even know what that movie is.
Like it was this was like a year ago.
I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer. The trailer made it look really interesting.
Let's see. It's different. Like
is this the one where like the parents are like insane and they like
kinda, but it's like I can't really say what's going on because it's gonna spoil the whole movie. That's why it's like when they had trailers and stuff for it, it was so vague, because if they literally gave you anything, it would ruin the entire film. So it's like I went into it thinking that the movie was gonna be about one thing, and then after like being in the film for like 15 minutes, it's like, damn, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's crazy. So I'll give it that. Like, there's definitely like shock and wow factor to it, but it's like it's a mainstream film, but it felt like an indie film. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. If it's something that if we were like chilling and it came on TV, I wouldn't turn it off. I'd have it on the background. It's one of those type of films.
Yeah, I saw the ads for this now that I like looked it up. I saw the ads, but I wasn't swayed enough to drop money and go see it.
I think I saw it for like $5. I saw it on one of those discount nights or some shit.
You can't beat that.
But what's it called? Yeah, so this new movie, Midsommar or whatever, is I guess the same director, same writer of Hereditary, and people are freaking the fuck out about it. So
yeah, I don't know. Midsommar drags pagan folklore into 21st century. Is a Midsommar movie based on real traditions, history behind Swedish traditions. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, bruh. But that was our weekend pretty much in a nutshell. What was going on with you this weekend, Greg?
Shadowbringers, which is going on right now because I really didn't even go that hard as I expected to. So Friday, got home, started Shadowbringers, and honestly, like I said, I didn't go in that hard because I was actually kind of tired, so I didn't really go that deep into the game until honestly, I really didn't go that deep into the game over the week because Saturday I ended up playing a little more, but I mean, I was watching a little bit of CEO whenever BB was on, um, Friday I think, and then Saturday. I don't remember what I did for a Saturday. Like I played a bit of Shadowbringers. I think I went out, or did something.
I'm trying to
play a little. I played a little bit of Samurai Showdown. That's what I did. I played Shadowbringers, then I stopped. I played like 4 or 5 hours of Samurai Showdown, and then I kind of played Shadowbringers a little more. Then Sunday, I didn't really play because I was hanging out with friends, and I did watch top 8 of Guilty Gear because that was actually about half of top 8 were versus locals. So I had to support both the local boys. So,
I've seen that. I actually have well, I wouldn't say a segment, but I got a comment about that actually.
But shout outs to Rio and Eno Boys making their first top 8, and unfortunately, neither of the 4 won. But it was still good to see that they kind of did gatekeep. They gatekept Kazunoko from getting top 3, but they did not gatekeep.
Well, that was Mystic.
Well, Mystic put him in losers, or took him out. He took him out. Hotashi put him in losers, and then Mystic took him out. I mean, they're both versus. So, because Kazunoko basically lost the versus, but Lost Souls ended up saying that you guys are still free because LOL New York or whatever. So, I kind of wanted Mystic to take it because I think Mystic is long overdue for a win, considering how much work he put in for Baiken. But unfortunately, that did not happen. And I don't know, Mystic and Hotashi generally go back and forth in casuals, but I don't know, like Hotashi just gets the tournament power up.
Right.
So generally from what I've seen over the years, generally Hotashi has always kind of gate kept, or at least stopped most of the other versus guys. Like I think the only versus local that he generally has not stopped is actually the Arm, but it's usually the Arm and Ryan Hunter who keep him in check, but always avoids them in tournament. Like even when we had tournaments for Guilty Gear down here at versus, he'd be on the complete other side of the bracket from like Ryan or the Arm, and then either the Arm or Ryan would get to losers before they have to fight Hotashi, or they don't ever meet up at some point, and Hotashi just ends up taking the tournament. So kind of, and then same thing here. Like I don't think Hotashi ran into Ryan Hunter, at CEO in brackets, and generally anytime I've seen him fight Mystic in tournament settings, Hotashi generally wins. Since I've known about the whole, their bouts in tournament. So
I mean, it doesn't hurt that he plays Elfelt.
Yeah, like Elfelt definitely helps.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking about Baiken now. Like, as good of a player as Mystic is, he's still playing fucking Baiken.
Yeah, so it's kind of been like, even when he wasn't playing Baiken, it's always kind of been like that, because he was playing Mei back in Sign, then he was playing Raven back in Rev 1.
Who wasn't?
Yeah, so then like he went to Baiken in Rev 2, so like he's definitely been around different characters, but just like that character just kind of, I mean, it just kind of sucks. It would have been nice to have seen either one of them win. Honestly, it would have been nice to see a versus grand finals, but that did not happen, and Hotoshi's Elfelt just kind of looked a little not up to par compared to Lost Soul. So
I mean, Lost Soul low key is the innovator though.
I mean, he's definitely
the two of them though. Like the way that they play that character is like polar opposite though.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely
really different. You know what I mean? Like Hotashi, the way that he plays more of like a poke runaway like zone type of game with her. Whereas Lost Soul is just gonna like knock you down and kill you.
Yeah, he's just gonna get in there and just like, all right, now you lose.
So
yeah, so that was pretty much my Sunday. Kind of watched top 8 of Guilty Gear, then hung out with friends, and yeah, that's pretty much my weekend.
Yeah, I didn't see any of BB. Like I remember what I did on Friday. Like Friday, I was mad busy. Like I got out of work, and then after getting out of work, I went to the theaters and I saw Endgame again.
What happened?
They had the
Tell me what happens at the
Okay.
ending credits.
Okay, so like the end of the film is like literally the same, but there's a lot of like other scenes scattered throughout the film that they added to it. So none of the scenes change the context of the film, but I like what they added with the scenes because it gives you an idea of the headspace of the other characters during their reactions to what other characters are doing. So, for instance, one of the scenes they changed a little bit was when they were talking about the time heist and Thor was going on about the ether and he was talking about how like all his like family's dead and shit and then he doesn't have a girlfriend anymore. He's having like an emotional breakdown. They changed that scene from the theatrical version because while he's like going through this spiel, they're literally panning the camera through the faces of like all the people listening to the story and you get to see them react to like how he's like destroying himself. And that was pretty cool to see. But there's like a million scenes they did like that. So with the added footage, I would say the film is maybe like an extra 5 minutes longer, but not like it's like not really that noticeable. But like if you've seen the film a couple of times, you'll notice it then. But at the end of the movie, for the people that have not seen the extended version of Endgame, spoiler alert, I guess, but most people probably don't even fucking care. At the very end, like if you stay after the credits, they had a little like 5 to 6 minute montage about like it's like a short Stan Lee kind of documentary, like saying thank you. And then after that, they showed a deleted scene with Hulk. Basically, they were going to shoot a scene where they introduced this character doing some like hero stuff down in Atlanta and stuff like that, but it wasn't anything like too major. So like it's like it was like a 3-minute scene or whatever, like deleted scene. It'll probably be on the Blu-ray when it comes out.
Was the Hulk part like okay? So somebody like posted like a screenshot or like a picture.
It's literally director's cut. It's post production, so it's like it literally looks like he's in a video game. Like yeah. That's definitely what it was.
Okay.
That's definitely yeah.
I was like, someone was like, why does my man look like he came out of a freaking PS2 game?
Yeah, it's post production. Like
it was.
Yeah, they didn't finish the scene because they didn't put it in the film or whatever. But you know, yeah, it was funny though because people in the theater were like losing it. They were getting like some people were laughing, some people were getting like salty about it, and then in my mind, I'm like, bro, it's fucking post production. Not gonna spend, you know what I mean, $50,000 to like $100,000 to like bump the CG up on a scene they're not even gonna fucking put in the movie. Like, what are you talking about? That's a waste of money, right? You know what I mean? They're not gonna do that. Like, it take like people don't understand. Like, CG is like like it's not as extravagant as it was back in the day when they were using animatronics and stuff, but it's still fucking expensive. Like, you gotta pay for that shit. But okay, so they showed that, and then like the screen fades to black, and everyone was getting blown because they're like, "Damn, we stayed after to watch that shit." And then the next thing they showed after that was literally the first like 5 to 6 minutes of Homecoming. So yeah, a little like
sounds like a waste.
Sneak peek. Honestly, I like Endgame anyway, and I wasn't really expecting much out of the added stuff because I was expecting that shit to be on the Blu-ray anyway. But I was going just to support the film. I would like to see it beat Avatar in the box office, you know. But I still enjoyed myself. Like, it was good. It was a good time, you know, with the added scenes and all that stuff. Is it worth spending the money to go see the film again just to see the scenes if you've already seen it? Unless you're a hardcore Marvel fan and you really like stuff like that, yes. But if not, you're just an average person. You've already seen Endgame and all that stuff. Just wait for the fucking Blu-ray or whatever, and you just watch it. But yeah, that's what I did on Friday instead of seeing BB, and I just got to see the slaughter bracket. Fucking Pools and CF, like
BB was
always crazy, man.
I don't know.
Like
BB
Pools.
was something.
It's Pools, dog. Like,
oh, you mean Pools? I didn't.
like,
I didn't even look at Pools. I watched people complaining that BB Pools weren't streamed. I mean, I made a comment on it, but I made a comment more.
Hold on, was it a main tournament or was it a side tournament?
It was a side tournament.
Then why the fuck was it be streamed? Like, I remember last year it was in Jabali Land. It was a side tournament in Jabali Land.
Look, man, I actually got a whole thing on that because people were like, I mean, I made a comment like I was like, sucks that you know, that top 8 is the only thing streamed, but like I know why because it's a side game.
At least they got that.
But yeah, I was like, at least they got some stream time.
Right.
Then like I saw people like talking about like, man, like why isn't BB being streamed in Pools? Like, well, it's not a main game.
It's babies.
And you know, it's like, well, if you guys want the damn thing to be streamed or like record matches, like why don't y'all
Y'all
just
do it.
fucking like why don't
every single person at that pool has a phone.
like why don't you have a phone and just bring it out and pull out the phone and record like everyone else does in every other game? Why do you think you're so special to not do it? So so yeah, like, I was like you could literally pull out a phone and record matches. You could fucking get a USB and download the matches. You can save the matches. Like there's so many other resources to use outside of just a stream to be satisfied. It's like you guys gotta fucking stop being lazy and
I mean that's literally what it breaks down to.
Yeah, like I was just like, yo, like you guys legit have all this technology and all these resources, and you guys are complaining that you can't get a stream. Like ask somebody to stream it on their phone. If you can't stream on your phone, record on your phone. If you can't record on your phone, go out and buy a camcorder and stream. Like, yo, we are not like don't be broke. Like, actually go out and do something about it. If you're like, I don't understand. I don't get. Like everyone has a phone.
Broke.
It's okay though. We could just scrounge up $500 and we can get Master Crash to bring his streaming equipment down to Florida and he can stream the tournament for us. Like
I was a little. That's
not what BoJack sounds like.
I was embodying the scene. That wasn't BoJack. I can do a BoJack. You know, I'm BoJack. You know, I mash DP and Sentinel Dump on Wake Up.
I was a little annoyed over that whole thing because I was like, yo, like, yeah, it sucks, but like, y'all at the tournament.
What was this on Twitter? People ran into
so I brought it up, but then I don't remember who. I think it was that Bang player. In Massachusetts, I think.
Is this the Beautiful Hair?
No, Beautiful Hair is not from Massachusetts. She's down here.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's some Massachusetts player, and then like
some Bang players out there.
Some other dude chimed in.
Who plays Bang? Like, there's like 3 of them. Because you got a homeboy that's down there that plays Bang. You got 2 Bang players down there.
You got Musashi.
Yeah, you got that.
He plays Naoto and Ragnar also.
And then you got Greek, and like that's like it. Nobody else plays Bang.
It's not a real character.
Either way, it kind of started a conversation in Tuxedo and I think Dolphy or Barlow, whatever you want to call them, were also in the conversation. I was just like, look,
what they were upset about it?
No. They were just saying. They were just talking about it. It kind of started. It started off about someone being a little upset that they weren't streaming pools, and like someone else calling about like, well, the game is dead. I'm like, well, it's dead. Y'all niggas keep talking about the game is dead. Like you could be talking about the game being dead, or you could actually be out here helping to get exposure for the game.
I mean, that's a cop out anyway. Anytime somebody's like, you know what I mean?
I don't like the game is dead shit. Like you sit here playing the game, but then you talk about game is dead. Well, you're not helping if you being counterproductive about it.
Right.
Like y'all are at the tournament. Fucking pull out your phone and stream it or record it. Y'all already on the phone anyway. Just fucking pull out your phone and just record the matches. If you don't want to do that, fine. Get a USB. They cheap nowadays. It's not the 90s. Just get like a USB, 8 gig, 4 gig, don't matter, and just fucking download the matches. If you don't want to do that, fine. Auto save or whatever. There's so many options for people to be able to watch matches that aren't streamed, that they can come back and watch, that you don't have to rely on Jabali or the TO all the time to be able to help you out with a stream. Like there's multiple options. Like no one complained when Under Night matches weren't streamed to Combo Breaker. You know what they did? They pulled out the phone, they just streamed it.
Yeah,
that might be an old school mentality type of thing though, because back in the day, I did the handy cam footage when we used to play on arcade cabinets and shit, because we didn't have to really capture the stuff. You know what I mean? So I used my camcorder for that. And then then at other tournaments when you have pool matches and stuff going on, back before like Instagram Live and all that became a thing, people were using Periscope.
Yeah, something like the opinion. It was actually brought up for another player who was saying like, you know, like BB players pretty much just got to stop feeling like they entitled. Like they so used to things being done for them. So you know, it's like, yo, why aren't they doing it for me? Like why aren't they doing this for this guy? Like no, you guys gotta step up and do what everyone else is doing, which is provide for your own community if you don't want to die. And I mean that is kind of the problem with the BB communities, that they kind of just have everything spoon-fed to them. So when it's not automatically done, they're just like, well, why don't they care about our game? They all care about BB Tag. Like, well, yeah, we're not the latest game, but that doesn't mean we can't do what everyone else is doing when our games aren't streamed or aren't getting highlighted. Like,
Yeah, well, all they had to do was ask Kyle.
Yeah, they'd had to do a hell of a lot more to get my ass down there. I'm gonna be real with you.
All you had to do was send it. I'd taken it.
I'm about to say, maybe if that shit was local, but nah, I'm not going all the way down to Daytona just to stream a fucking side tournament. That's like the keywords right there. Like, you can't be salty about pools and stuff not being streamed if it was a fucking side tournament. Like, it's whatever. Was any other side tournaments pool streamed? To my knowledge, not really. I know they had the top 8s in the cage, which is cool on Jabali's hat for having a stream provided for these lesser games. Well, not lesser, but games that aren't of main importance in the actual event itself to have some exposure, like, if anything. But it's kind of greedy to think that they would have a stream provided for you to have your entire pool stream for a side tournament.
Right.
That's kind of OD.
You asked for a bit too much.
Like, way too much. And it's like, I'm pretty sure the people that were asking to have it in the first place were there. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody anybody that was not in Daytona was like, yo, real talk, I really wish I could have saw them CF pools. Like, I mean, now that I'm here at home and I'm bored, it would be something interesting to watch, but I'm not complaining about it. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, I didn't really miss much anyway. Everything I needed to see was in the bracket.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
By the time you see top 8, you're already kind of
like, all right, this makes sense.
No, the only thing we missed was Gabriel beating Soji.
Yeah, he was laying hands down there.
That is the only thing.
Honestly, I don't even think I want to see the match. I think I would like to see the looks on people's faces when he beat him, because you know they were probably mad. They were like, "How the fuck is this dude doing this?" Like, you know what I mean?
What the fuck is it?
What people neutral? Were probably really, really, really salty. Like, but the thing is, when you showed me that Gabriel beat him, it made sense to me because of the way Gabriel plays. Like, he's a heavy zoner. He's like really like he's like not a rush down Rachel. Like, he rushes down when he gets the opportunity to get close, but he like zones. Like, he's like controls. He just like controls space and like zones. And like for Urkune, that's terrible.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You know what I mean? Because he can't get started.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure
too busy fighting the winds and
right. So I'm pretty sure Soji was just probably annoyed. He's just annoyed to death. He got him in the run back, so it's like he definitely like wised up. He's like, oh, this is why I got fucked up the first time. But
yeah,
you know what I mean. I am not surprised in the least bit that Gabriel was able to take out one of the BB gods. You know, that's actually pretty strong.
Yeah,
not many people can say that they've beaten Soji in tournament.
Yeah, of all people, because I definitely can't beat his ass in casuals.
I mean, you're playing Bullet, man. This is rough.
Yeah,
that's a rough match.
I think Bullet does fine against Aracune, but I mean, it's still
Soji,
rough.
Man. Like,
yeah, that's like still
fucking
rough.
Soji. It's like not only Aracune, but it's a smart player too.
Yeah, it's like I already got like double negative on me, so
that shit's crazy. That shit's fucking crazy. Well, that's I guess I'm beginning to the CEO recap. We got to get a little bit of the side tournament stream. Did anybody pay attention to any of the shit going on with Storm?
Storm?
The music game.
That's Nick.
It's as if that shit never happened. I didn't see anything about it.
I didn't see anything either.
Okay, so last year I watched some of it, but this year I didn't even feel the need to tune in.
Right.
So
yeah, I was just curious because I didn't hear anything about it, and I just wondered if it was just me. But...
I mean, it happened. I'm probably sure I could find it right now. Storm.
Yeah, that shit was just not a priority, bro.
So the other tournament that I did watch was well, I didn't watch it. I watched a little bit of it the other day. Yesterday was Top 8 Samurai Showdown, and that was I didn't finish it.
It was just Justin blowing people up because he's old school.
Yeah,
everybody else was so bad.
Like, yeah, it was a mixture of like people are obviously still learning the game because they don't know what's going on, and Justin just abusing normals. And that's generally how it goes when Justin enters a new game. Like that first week or month, he just blows everyone else up because he's not playing the game. He's just playing neutral. He's just playing buttons, and people are just like, I want to get around this button. It's just like, I know you want to get around this button, so I'm going to feed you this button that you can't get around. You're going to deal with this button again. And that's pretty much what generally I saw most of it happening. Yeah. When, Justin picking Tam Tam and pretty much just outspacing people.
Yeah, I tuned in at, it was around like top 3. It was like top 3, and I saw it. Like, I saw who was in top 3 and who was in, like, winners finals, grand finals, and I was just like, yeah, this makes sense. Because last week they ran Samurai Showdown at Battle Circuit, and Henry Sen was in grand finals.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's literally like
Yeah.
if you have the old school mentality and you know how to play footsies and poke,
Pretty much.
you're
going
good. Like you're going to be okay at Samurai Showdown. But like these newer players don't understand that, and the way that they designed this Samurai Showdown is really similar to like how.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot, like after playing a little more of it, like I'm definitely positive. Like right now, everyone's kind of looking at it the wrong way because they're trying to they're everyone's pushing buttons. You don't really you can push buttons in Samurai Showdown, but like
it's not like that.
Yeah, you can die for pushing buttons in Samurai Showdown.
It's like it's Samurai Showdown is literally the precursor to Kohime. Like I was thinking this shit last week, but I couldn't remember the name of the game. But I'm like, it's literally like old school Kohime. You know, like Kohime is the new school version of like what Samurai Showdown is because it's got, you know, the combos and all that.
Right.
But Samurai Showdown is not really about that. Like
it's more so just the footsies and
the
neutral going on that leads to said combos. But I mean, you can't really get said combos if you can't play the neutral and the footsie aspect of the game.
Exactly. Because my thing is, if a lot of these players now actually enjoyed that part of the game, because a lot of these games enable so hard that this is like the core stuff you gotta avoid in these newer games. Like it's not as important as it is now. Samurai Showdown would be a game that literally everybody in the scene could have as a side game because it just dumbs everything down to the core.
Yeah,
it's like,
basics.
damn, I don't even have to fucking practice this game like that. I can just play this shit on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
as
just
long as I'm
basic.
strong in fundamentals. But I don't know. Still not a game for me. I didn't like Samurai Showdown back in the day, but it's not a terrible game. It's just not my cup of tea. Like,
I've never really played it serious until this one. Like I kind of goofed with 5 Special, and then I kind of went back and started playing it a little more after they announced Samurai Showdown. And I mean, it's definitely a game I would have definitely played if I was, you know, around at the time playing it. But yeah, like I could definitely understand if people don't really want to like get into that aspect because of how games are now. They're not. You know, Samurai Showdown doesn't really promote flashy long ass combos. It's more like, yo, one hit and you just lost like 90% because you fucked up.
Yeah, it's all about decision making, footsie spacing. It's like literally fundamentals. It's down to the bone. Down to the bone fundamentals.
I found Storm, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So it happened. They did not stream it on Twitch. They streamed it on YouTube. Which I was like,
okay.
Why?
I thought you were about to say something more random than that. He was about to be like, yo, Hitbox. I'm like, bro, does that shit still exist?
I streamed it on a Mixer. Or, there's a new one that people have been using. Caffeine.
I have no clue, man.
Yeah,
they stream that shit on OVO.
Stop. So each cabinet gets its own cabinet.
Stop.
Man. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Damn, yeah, that shit's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what I watched though.
11 hours long. Holy shit.
Well, I know last year they like legit didn't turn it off. Like they just like streamed.
Yeah, I'm looking at the day 2 stream. It's literally just a raw like day 2.
Yeah, they said fuck it.
It's 12 hours long.
Let it go.
Oh my god.
That's OD.
I also just watched my man's get stroked in a set for Freckles. So.
Yikes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was funny.
I'm gonna tell you what I watched. It was really fucking hype, bro. I watched like top 16 of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was dope, dog. That was a good ass fucking top 8. Like
I heard the dude Ninja Killer was making some waves.
Yeah, he was fucking people up. It was kind of crazy. Like that was like one of the most savage top 8s I've seen in Mortal Kombat in like years, bro.
Yo, did you see the pop off on Scar though?
That's actually going to be a segment.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure all of us saw
is that guy from Maryland?
I don't know where the fuck that guy is from.
I heard that I heard that guy's from Maryland. I don't know. I remember Pat Strolling,
maybe I don't know.
I happened to look into the DMV.
No, he is not. He's not from Maryland.
Okay, I know. I saw Pat trolling, but I was like, is he trolling?
He's like mid, like the middle of the U.S. Central America,
Midwest.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. He looked like somebody like a reject from like Slipknot or Soundgarden or some shit. Like I don't know.
He looked like a Degrassi like third party person you see in the back.
Real talk. If Pat Kelly put on like 45, 50 more pounds, he would look low key. Like,
7 inches taller.
He would low key look like Pat Kelly, bro. Like I saw the hair flying, and I low key thought it was Pat Kelly. Like honestly,
I mean, he was turning the fuck up on
Scar.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, yeah, I respect this. I'm like, go off. I watched the video like where it had the camera behind Scar, and I'm laughing.
He was going.
This dude, Scar is shaking.
All right,
like,
so
it's great.
I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish real quick about MK, and then we're gonna go right into that while it's fresh. Grand Finals was fucking spectacular. Dragon put Sonic Fox and losers earlier on in the tournament. He 3-0'd him. Like, he just, like, bodied him. It was whatever. And when Grand Finals started, the first 2 matches, Dragon was just destroying this guy. Like, he was laying hands on Sonic Fox. Like, I'm getting hype. Because he's playing Centurion or whatever, the, like, crazy elemental zoner mix-up character or whatever. And he was, like, low-key dicking him down, bro. Like, he was fucking him up. And I'm just like, yo, let's go. Like, this shit is hype because it's like a character. Nobody else really plays her.
Character's cool. Actually, if I was to play MK11, she was actually one of the 3 characters I was looking into because she just looks really, really cool. And then, like, my friend was saying, she's just like, yo, this character she just zones in a game that's not really dedicated to zoning.
Right. It seems kind of hard to play her because you got to have that thought process in mind. So like when you're getting your space and all that, you got to be really on top of your reads.
And then she has like an instant overhead or some shit like that, like an instant overhead boulder or some shit like that. He was telling me, I was like, oh, okay. And like it's supposed to be like really good, but no, like the little bit I goofed around for in training a few months back, like she seemed really cool. So like she's a real cool character. I'll just say that.
Yeah, watching Dragon play though, and those first 2 matches was pretty cool because he was literally like countering Sonic Fox's plan like 2 to 3 seconds before he implemented it. So like,
who was Sonic playing? Was he playing Aaron?
No, he was not playing Aaron Black. He was playing what's her name? Cassie. Yeah, he's playing Cassie. Okay. Every tournament he plays a different character because he was playing Jackie before.
Yeah, so like I remember he started off with Aaron, then he went to Jackie, and I was like, is he playing Sonya now? He playing another top tier? Like,
then he started counter picking with Scarlet, which was weird because Scarlet is trash in freaking 11, but I guess people don't know the matchup. And now he's playing Cassie, and yeah. But like I said, for those first 2 matches, Dragon was looking godlike. Then Sonic Fox turned it on, and it tilted so fast. Like, it was just really bad. It was just a landslide from there, and Dragon got fucked up and Sonic Fox won. But it's like, I'm not surprised that Sonic Fox won. I kind of had a feeling in Grand Finals he would win just because he didn't win anything else there. And Sonic Fox is not going to enter a tournament and not win at least one of the games that he enters. And I was like, I'm pretty sure, like, when Top 8 started, he was on loser side. So I was like, there's a chance they could get him out. But this is Sonic Fox we're talking about. He's not going to leave without a fucking belt. And yeah, dude definitely turned it on and destroyed Dragon and literally swiped the belt from him. Literally stole it. But I don't know, it is what it is. So anyway, wrapping up MK, let's get on to this Scar shit. For those of you out there, viewers, listeners who did not see what went down, I guess the entire story behind it is that Scar on a Discord server or something somewhere was talking shit about a player in one of the scenes or whatever. And we all know Scar. Like, he's a notable MK player. He's a top player. So I guess it's not really necessary for him to do that. I don't know if there's any more bad blood between him and that player that brought it to that level where he had the same thing like that. But from what it's been conveyed to me from the scene is he's becoming incorrect to people on the internet. So these 2 guys get paired up and they play each other. Well, it's not this. I don't think it's the same guy that he was talking about on the internet. I think it's somebody totally different than he had to play. But anyway, he gets paired up with one of the guy's boys, and he beats Scar. And he gets up and gets in his face, and he pops off kind of like I don't want to say it's an old school pop off. It's more like a
it's like a mix.
Yeah, it's like a 09, 2010 pop off where like you get in their face and you're jumping around and you're getting rowdy and all that, and it's like. The pop-off, like, usually a pop-off, there's a duration to it. A pop-off usually lasts, like, anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds. This pop-off lasted, like, 120 seconds. It was a long fucking time. Like,
my man's was like a slow burn candle.
He was just turning the fuck up on Scar, and he could do nothing but sit there and hold it. And it brings me to this conversation right here. I've seen a lot of sides to it on Twitter. There are people on Twitter that are like, Scar's a bitch. I would never take that. So on and so forth. So there's people that are looking at it as a sign of weakness. And then there's another side of people on Twitter that are like, Scar handled it properly. It was like, yeah, I'm actually proud of Scar, the way he took that pop off, yada yada, and so on and so forth. So how do you guys feel about what happened between Scar? Do you feel like it was something honorable that he did there by sitting there and taking that from that gentleman? Or do you feel like it was a sign of weakness?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't think Scar had to do anything. But what does he got to do for? Yeah, he lost. Like, I understand. I kind of read a bit on the background on the beef. And it wasn't that serious
in the first place.
It wasn't that serious in the first place, and it really didn't warrant that 2-hour long pop off that he got. So I'd have let him have it, considering that, for all I know, you probably won't hear from the dude's name again.
Right.
So just let him have the victory. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But I'm different from most people. Like, if he want to pop off me, I'm just like, all right, like, whatever. Like, you better win if you're gonna pop off. Like, you better win the tournament if you're gonna pop off that hard. Because whatever. So yeah, like, it's cool that he popped off. Did he get top 8? No. So that's cool. He got his little bit of 10 seconds of notability or whatever, if that's what he wanted. But in the end, we also go back and start playing the game anyway. I guess it adds to a bit of rivalry if you want to go that far. But it's not going to go that far, I'm sure. So
probably not. I don't think that the two of them are ever going to get paired up in tournament again.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure it's just going to be like that one-time thing where, because like I said, it kind of started from a stupid thing anyway, and it wasn't that big of a deal to amount to all of the popping off that he got.
Unless they set up some type of exhibition at an event. I'm pretty sure there is no way in hell that those two players are ever going to cross paths again.
I don't care. Let them have it. Look, if it's not reaching perfect legend levels of embarrassment,
he
whatever.
He deserved that shit though.
That's what I'm saying. This wasn't really a beef.
Like that.
This is literally just a high school interaction on Twitter that basically just went past that because it was an interaction. And he got the last laugh. I guess in his mind he got the last laugh, but in reality, probably Scar got the last laugh because people are still going to be going to Scar for sponsorships if they really want to do that. Whereas in the other guy, he got his small little bit of fame in the end.
Yeah, I actually have multiple sides to it the way I view it. For one, I feel like it's a big deal for people in the scene to see it because in this new day and age, people don't pop off anymore.
Too.
That's honestly why it blew up. Is because
we've had a severely lack of.
It's been a drought.
Genuine pop offs like that.
It's been a drought.
It's been either really bad pop offs,
Marvel 3.
Or it's been really, really bad pop offs, or they have beef. And it doesn't amount to a good pop off, or they don't pop off at all because the hype dies down before an exhibition happens, or the pop off was the actual interaction that they had.
Or actually, you know what? More recent, I don't think the last pop off we had was between K-Brad and Wolfcrone.
No.
That wasn't the last one?
No. Actually, it was freaking Ryan Hart and Rip. Because they
what the hell they were playing Tekken?
No, so they were commentating a Tekken. I think it was they were commentating Tekken World Tour or something in Europe, and Rip was talking some trash or something to Ryan. I could try and go find the clip because it was kind of a big thing when it blew up on Twitter. Rip was talking some smack or some trash or something, and Ryan's like, "Are you sure you want to go down this route? You know my acolytes and whatnot. You sure you want to go down this route?" And Rip's going off. He's like, "All right, well. Okay, let's go there." And yeah, and then Markman, I think Markman and Tasty Steve or Markman and Zeep or somebody was in the middle, and they just let him go. They was just going at it on commentary. They were it was downtime, and they're just going at it. So yeah, Ryan Hart's like, "Are you sure? You sure you want to go down that route, mate? I'll school you right here if you really want."
If we were to go toe to toe with what players have accomplished over the years, you know what I mean? We're not even gonna have Rip in the conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't think when you think Tekken. I don't
I don't
think
think about Rip. Nah,
like I would definitely bring up Ryan Hart as one of those people who's played Tekken, has won something in Tekken, and still able to play other games, which is something that most, if not all, Tekken players aren't able to do. I think the only other person I could think of that's gone from like other games is probably either like Punko, and I guess recently, if you want to bring that up, Jiandong, I think Jianding or whatever it is, whatever his name is, because he actually put Fujimura in losers in CEO, and yeah, that was kind of a big upset because I don't think anyone expected that to happen. But yeah, he put him in losers and pools, and Fujimura ran it all the way back to second, I think, which is kind of ridiculous.
That's kind of OD.
Considering that he got put in losers and pools and ran it back and almost won the damn tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, you know, like when I think of Tekken players, I don't think of Rip. I definitely, like, if you're talking about between Ryan Hart and Rip, I definitely don't think of Rip. So yeah, like they beefed for a minute off of that, and they had an exhibition at one of the European events. Like it was kind of a big thing because it blew up on Twitter. I only knew about it because I saw it blow up on Twitter, and I watched it. I was like, yeah, it was kind of a big thing. So they made like they did like an exhibition a few months back, and I mean obviously Ryan won.
Yeah, but that's not even a question.
Yeah, but like the pop off was actually let me find this. It was actually really good. Like Ryan definitely kind of clowned Rip, and I mean it's rightfully so. Like like why would I think of Rip compared to Ryan Hart for Tekken? Like the only only reason I know of Rip is because they keep shoving Rip down our throats.
Yep, that's
for
true.
commentary.
That's true.
But
like Rip was around back in the old Tekken days.
T6 days.
Well, nah, he played DR and all that, but he just wasn't good. Like him, no, like for real. Like,
I mean,
you know
just
being
honest.
He was a decent player, but like you wouldn't consider Rip. Rip was never a top player in Tekken. Like never. He was there. Like, you know what I mean. He played, but he wasn't like a top player. You know what I mean. Like, and you can ask Word for that. Like Word will tell you about that shit. Like, you know, Rip was around, but he wasn't. He's not a name you bring up for people to like say like a top player, like top law player. I would put Real Law above Rip or Way Gamble. Like those are better players at Tekken than Rip was. But what's it called? That's one of the angles of the pop off I saw. It just said like this community now with the players that are in these newer players, they're not used to witnessing something like that. So when they saw this guy pop off on Scar, they're like excited because they're like, yo, this shit is dope. Da 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 da. Look at this dude go crazy, right? Another aspect that I saw with it for people that were saying that Scar should have reacted in some form, way, or fashion, people got to understand that Scar is a sponsored player and he's got to protect his image. So whether he wanted to do something or not, it was in his best interest not to react to the pop-off. Because if, let's say that he got rowdy and got belligerent, or let's say that he even possibly might have put hands on him. Who knows? You know what I mean? That doesn't look good for him because it's going to, like, fuck his whole career path and shit up with that. So it is what it is. It comes with the territory. If you're a sponsored player and... I don't want to set a class scale to something, but an underling, somebody that is not sponsored, steps to you a certain type of way, unfortunately, you have to let it roll off your shoulder because people are watching. Everybody's watching. Your sponsors are watching. The scene is watching. It's just not a good look to do that. So it's like, on the other side of the coin, the guy that popped off, is there a chance that he might possibly get sponsored for making the upset on Scar? Maybe, but it's like the people that would sponsor him, you know, they gotta look at his persona and his attitude and stuff. It's like, we're really gonna put money in the hands of some dude that's gonna go to every tournament and act like a buffoon. Like, unless it's like a lesser company that's like, you know, that's the type of publicity that we want. Some of these big name esports sponsors stuff don't want to associate with that shit. You know what I mean? I feel like the only person that kind of gets away with that is Sonic Fox because he's so fucking godlike, and that's the difference. You know what I mean? You have to be really fucking good to get away with that. And in FGC, it's actually kind of hard to have that type of attitude and mentality and be able to maintain a sponsorship. Other games, yeah. If you play Call of Duty, son, some of those tournaments are fucking raw. Like, you can pop the fuck off. Gears tournaments, like sponsored Gears players.
Gears is all pop off.
Like Counter-Strike, like it's a different realm, you know. But like FGC, like people going insane to that level, it's not really gonna happen with a sponsored player. Like it's just not a thing. So, I feel like Scar did the right thing from a business perspective, but for me as an old school player, I can't respect it because the first thing that would have came out of my mouth after the pop off would have been like, all right, let's run it back for money. That's where my mind went. I'm like, why didn't he money match this fool? It should have been first to 10. Fuck this tournament. It's whatever. You got it. You can win the first to 2, but let's run the 10 for a $100. You know what I mean? Let's see where it goes. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I would have respected him if did that. But who's to say they didn't money match afterwards? I don't know. I don't follow the MK scene like that, but those are the two perspectives that I saw with it. One, that the scene is ignorant to pop-offs, so they're going to go crazy when they see one. And two, Scar might have potentially been protecting the sponsorship. Those are the two ways I saw it.
I can't find it. I'm trying to find the one.
What you want, the audio?
No, the
one, this dude. What if you got the official audio and my man's just up there not talking about shit? Like my man's just up there, jelly beans. Like, son,
you trying to go eat later, Scar?
Yeah, like he's just like not saying anything at all. We're like taking it totally out of context because we're just watching the fucking stream cam. We don't hear anything. I don't know.
Can't find it, man. There was there's a video of this dude. They voted him as like one of like the top 3 most disliked Call of Duty players, like pro players, because this dude has been playing since like
asshole?
Yeah, he's an asshole, but he's like gotten better like over time. But this dude's been playing forever, like COD 4 and like a little bit before that. But he's like consistently been like a pro player. But this dude's been talking forever, and they're like, yeah, this dude's an asshole. This guy, so we don't like this guy. Somebody made like a montage of this dude, of this dude just talking that trash, and I can't find it anymore. It was really good.
I don't know. Do you guys feel like pop-offs are good or bad for the scene?
Good. Brings energy and rivalries along with it, or friendships, either one.
I feel like I'm kind of indifferent. Like I feel like it doesn't help or hurt, so it's kind of whatever. Like I feel like it's a gray area. You know what I mean? Some people are gonna look at it in the context that pop-offs are bullying, like now, in this day and age. You know what I mean? I don't see that, considering pop-offs were way worse like back in the day. Like, you know what I mean? You get popped off on back in the day and low-key kind of want to kill yourself. Like, you know what I mean? No troll with that. But like nowadays, I don't know, I think it's a moot area. Like I don't think it necessarily enhances the scene, because yeah, I enjoy it, but for every one of me there's like another person that doesn't enjoy it.
I'm sorry, I had to actually go back and watch that pop off. That shit, oh jeez, I forgot how brutal that pop off was.
My man's just like literally nose to nose.
Yeah, it's not one, it's like multiple pop offs in that video. Yes. It's just like literally he's just destroying every life that Rip is ever going to have in the future.
Oh, you were watching the fucking
oh yeah, the Rip and Reinhardt. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Like I knew about the pop off, I remembered the pop off, but I forgot how bad it was. Like that shit was bad. Like oh my god, like, I don't know how you didn't hear about it. Like that pop off was kind of legendary.
Tekken, I don't really like pay attention to the Tekken scene like that.
I didn't either.
I only really pay attention to it like when top 8s happen, but it's always the same thing. It's one American.
I paid attention to that pop up because that shit got like retweeted consistently when it happened. No, that's it was rough. That pop up definitely probably killed Rip's career for commentary too.
I mean, yeah,
it's pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, like I feel like he's a shoo-in anyway, because him, Tasty Steve, Markman, and all them, like the Tekken World Tour actually pay them. Like
yeah.
That's why they're always commentating these events, is because Namco sponsors them to talk about Tekken.
To talk, yeah.
It is what it is, right? But from a public eye standpoint, I never felt that Rip was like, you know, like, oh my god, we really want to Rip.
Yeah, like I mean, like for the longest time, I didn't know who the guy played.
Oh yeah, he's a law player.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a law player. I was like, oh, okay. It was like he was playing law when he was good. Like, oh,
that's what I'm saying though. Like
that makes sense.
People do not know Rip from his play. Like, you know what I mean? They know of him because he was around.
They know him from playing law.
Right. Like, I'm trying to think of like
they played for playing top tier law.
I'm trying to think of like an equivalent. Like, who the fuck do we have around here to be doing that shit?
Rai.
Yeah, but Rai Rai's actually won stuff. Like Rip.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know, Rip. He don't. You know, like Rai Rai's kind of different. Like it's
like Rip plays top tier and isn't like dominating, or he's not really good at some point in the game.
Rai is solid at fighters, but like he's a like month one monster. Like when the game first dropped, you're not beating Rai for a month because he's gonna figure out all this shit to abuse. But like once everybody figures out answers and stuff like that, that's when
kind of drops off.
Yeah, he just disappears because he's like, all right, is what it is. Not a bad player though. Like Rai, he's smart. He's a good fighting game player.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he suffers from that curse, like the month one curse.
I don't know who. I can't think of anyone that's kind of like that. Where I can't think of anyone.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone.
I don't know. But there are people out there in these scenes
definitely.
that fucking play top tiers and are still fucking bad. But Tom Brady. That's OD. What? So can we not talk bad about Tom Brady, bro? He's
you brought it up.
This dude, it's the chat, bro. Like
Tom Brady, I didn't see the chat. You in the chat saying that.
Tom Brady. Like, all right, look, Tom Brady is low key, a legend. We need to let him rest, bro. He's a family man now.
Is he done?
Tom Brady's old as fuck, man. How old is Tom Brady?
Old enough that he should stop crying outside of venues.
Hey, look, man. Sometimes that's OD. Sometimes you gotta let one out, bro. There's nothing wrong with crying. There's nothing wrong with crying. He's 42. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. So that would have made him like 37.
Oh my gosh.
38.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I told you Tom Brady's old as fuck, man. Jeez. Like, yeah, we gotta let him live. You know what I mean? He up there with fucking what's homeboy's name? From the On Blast show. He up there with that dude.
Oh, that
like James Fink.
Yeah, like, they around the same age, yo. That's crazy.
No, James Fink is like almost 50. Like he's almost like 50 plus. Like the dude's old.
I'm proud of him.
Like, I love James though.
That's what's up.
Just not when he's going on his like tirades and like almost saying the N-word like every other tweet.
You know he wants to. You know he wants to.
Dude,
ready to drop that hard R.
Someone's like, James, when are you gonna say it? He's like, he posts a picture and it's literally just this huge photo, just says N-word pass. I'm like, oh my god,
I saw that shit. It's like the shit looks like a legit degree, bro. It's got like signatures on it.
He's like, don't worry, I can say it whenever I want.
No, you can't.
I'm like, oh my goodness,
you gotta put that degree to the test. Like, we'll have to see, yo. We'll have to see that.
No, you cannot.
But yeah, that was one of the segments that I had, the Scar joint, but I think we pretty much touched up on that. Yeah, I'm indifferent when it comes to pop-offs in the scene. I don't think it's a good or bad thing.
I don't mind them. They bring life.
Yeah, I feel like from an underground standpoint, like from a player standpoint, it brings a little bit more hype to the tournament. But from like an esports standpoint, I can see why they don't want shit like that going on.
Yeah,
you know, but it is what it is when it comes to that. Okay, this story is actually kind of boring, so it's probably gonna be a quickie. All right, so check it out. We've all seen it happen before, especially in the DMV. DMV is famous for this shit, where a new player comes, and old DMV. I don't know how it is now, but in the old DMV, a new player would come, and everybody would shit on them because they were considered to be a scrub. Like, it is what it is. And if that player eventually came around and started beating the more well-known players and stuff in the area, people would start respecting them and like almost praise them to a point. So recently, something really similar to this has happened to the Smash scene, but it was a little bit worse. So there was a Smash player, and it was a girl, and a lot of them shitted on her because of her gender.
It's happening in DMV?
No.
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 It was a CEO.
Yeah, because I briefly saw something about it earlier today, but I didn't really delve into like what happened. But sorry.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, she beat Ally.
Right. So. Yeah, I don't
I
fucking
don't
know
know who
Smash.
that is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But
Yeah.
I guess it's a top player in Smash, and beforehand they shitted on her because she was a girl playing Smash, which we've already established in this podcast that gender doesn't matter with fighting games and competitions. Like if you're good, what the fuck does it matter?
It doesn't
what
matter,
gender
yeah.
You identify with. That's not part of the game. You know what I mean? There's no advantage to it. Like it is what it is. But anyway, they're discriminating against her, and she turns around and beats a more well-known player and advances in the tournament. And now everybody's fucking with her. I guess she's getting followers and, you know, people are, you know what I mean? They're supporting
Rightfully
her now,
so.
you know? But it's like, is that, like, if anything, I feel like that shows how toxic a scene is. Like,
Yes.
that's really stupid. We should be, I don't want to sound like the why can't we all get along guy, but we should be supporting each other anyway, because if I can't help you advance as a player, my competition isn't going to be as competent.
I got
for
the
me to
perfect
advance as a
quote for
player.
that
Like, you
that
know
I
what
just
mean?
saw like 2-3 hours ago. Let me find it real quick.
Like, it is what it is.
What I saw with her was, you know, she beat Ally, and it's like, okay, cool. But then you have all these like sweaty Smash kids going 0-2, and they're sick because, you know, this dude is like their idol, and now they're shitting on her, and they're like, oh, you know, it's a fluke, you're trash, blah blah blah, you know, all that stuff, and they're like going in on her, and she like came out and was like, look, you know, kind of tired of this right now. Appreciate you guys would knock that shit off.
Yeah, a dub is a dub.
Yeah, and they're like going crazy, and she's like, look, I'm honestly about to just quit playing because I'm getting harassed to the point where like I can't do anything.
Right.
So check it. Here's a quote. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Right. Look what it is.
Straight, simple.
You're only as good as your competition. So if I got people around me and I shit on them and I do the opposite of trying to help them out and get along, eventually I'm not gonna have anybody else to have as a fucking training partner here, not just off of like burning personal bridges, but because they're not advancing, I'm not advancing. So when I go to tournament, I get my ass bust. There's nobody to be mad with but myself. You know what I mean? Because I don't have strong enough competition here because I'm not building the players up here. You know, it is what it is. We gotta treat everybody equally when it comes to that, because it's literally a let me help myself through you type of thing. You know, but that's really fucking toxic for people to. Like that's a lot of level of things. Like that's a lot of fanboy shit that I'm hearing from that story. That's a lot of like toxicity where, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and get upset with somebody because I saw them beat Punk and discredit. We should never discredit somebody's W, dog. You know what I mean? Because I saw a little bit of this. You remember what was it? It was not CEO Taku. CEO like 3 years ago when Milk Kaicho beat SKD and Brad.
Yeah, I remember that.
Everybody shitted on Milk for it. They were like, you know,
They
SKD.
did?
Yeah, they were like, you know, SKD's hands were cold and all this other stuff. A dub is a dub. This dude could have literally had a seizure up there. It's whatever. He beat you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
No,
It
what's
happened.
done is done.
Like, I can't take that from him. I can't take that back. You know what I mean? Now, I guess the way they look at it is like, oh, well, would you be proud of that W because you beat somebody that's not at their best? But at the same time, if that's the case, then why the fuck are you beating in the first place?
Yeah, like, it's not my fault.
You know, that's my
Not my
thing.
fault you're not your best.
People should never discredit a win. It's like when Nick got 50th place at fucking Evo for CVS2.
50th. Whoa.
I don't fucking know, man.
Mr. 33rd over here.
Okay,
You
jump up
Excuse us.
15 places. You know what I mean? We can't discredit the win. He did it. Like, it is what it is.
I didn't do shit. Everyone got DQ'd.
But it doesn't matter. But you were there. Like, you did something. You showed up.
Yeah, I turned up.
Yeah, you can't discredit them. Let's stop discrediting wins out here. Like,
I had to play on a Moss stick, man. That shit sucked.
That shit's stupid, man. They literally got the scene out here like the fucking Lion King, bro. Fucking Circle of Life, dog. Shit's crazy. Shit's fucking crazy, man. That's OD. I don't know. I feel for Chick. You know what I mean? Hopefully your scene's not as trash anymore, but oh well, I can't even say that. I was about to say if you don't want to deal with them, you can come to some of these other scenes, but it's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's
it's kind of butt everywhere, bro.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of a
don't
mess
fucking know.
as of lately.
Like I don't fucking know. I feel like the under night players will accept you, but they might want to also drink your bathwater, so you gotta be careful about that.
I mean, well, now we have
Bella Delphine. She's
yeah,
selling
yeah.
gamer girl. I saw that. They're
Yeah.
selling gamer girl bathwater. I saw it on Twitter today.
I low key want to
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
some.
you got it.
Oh my god.
Too late. It's sold out.
I was
I know.
so fucking
She,
triggered, bro.
I
That's
private
gross.
messaged her. Don't worry.
That is so fucking nasty. What are people doing with it? What do you do with the bathwater?
Well, I mean, she specifically
She
says,
just says, "Don't drink it," but
she says, "Do not drink it."
People are
You
definitely
mean
drinking
drink
it.
it?
Yeah, they are
Yeah,
definitely
people are
drinking
definitely
it.
You
drinking
most definitely know they about to drink that shit.
I
I mean,
feel like
that's definitely why I quoted that dry. I said, "I have a thirst that only Bella Delphine bath water can quench."
that is disgusting. Anyway,
Very.
I would be tempted to buy some and make Kool-Aid with it,
Whoa!
and then just like have it in the house. I wouldn't drink it. I would just leave it there and see if anybody would drink that shit. Like, that's what I would do with it.
It's a Delphine Kool-Aid.
That's what's like Delphine-Aid.
Stop.
Like,
Stop.
That's actually kind of gross.
Next topic.
Man. That's what I would do with it, man.
Next
All
topic.
right.
Whoa.
I got this. I got a topic.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, so CEO. I don't remember what it stands for, but anyways, so
Name after Orlando.
yeah, that's ass. Anyways,
I didn't make
so
this. I got fucking Bailey's fucking square-head ass.
so you know they had that the matchup thing with what the hell is his name?
Oh shit! Is that shit Sharpie posted?
Yeah, but there's
I didn't
it was
watch
like
the
a
video.
whole-
I don't.
whole thing.
Yeah, I don't
like-
know the context. But you
Yeah,
have to
we're
inform
not
me.
going about the Sharpie thing. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't. It's not about her. Like, what happened with that though? Like the whole. What's up with the matchup thing? Is it like a dating show for FGC?
It's kinda. It's
Yeah,
kind of
what
like
was that about?
yeah. It's like a dating thing. It's like meet girls, which crazy in the FGC. I don't really say that can happen, but either way, dude, I can't find it. But you had Gutex, freaking, it's him and this other girl who's from like Toronto, but she went on, and Greg was there.
Oh shit! Please tell me about this. I need to know context
Yeah,
behind
actually-
this Greg
I'm actually
picture.
very
Hold on,
curious.
do I got the picture? Is the picture in the Discord?
I sent it to Greg on Twitter. I can post it. Hold on,
Put it in the Discord, yo.
Is that the one with the Gutex?
Yeah, where Greg
Please.
is like leaning back. He's like, whoa.
Please put it in the Discord. Yo, this is godlike. This
That's just
fucking.
weird. Gutex look like he just got his soul stone.
Really good.
I got to
Gutex
see
look
the.
like he got his soul stone. He just like
Oh, dude,
He just looks triggered. Nick hits me right, and he just posts the picture no context, and I see it, and like I literally respond back Gutex question mark. Yeah, like I'm just like what? I'm like what the fuck is this?
all I said was yeah.
Yo, what the hell is this, man?
So it's like a dating thing. So it was Gutex and the other girl who are like hosting it, and Gutex is talking to her,
Okay.
and Greg had like already been up and like did his thing, and he just like shows back up, and he's like, "Hey, I forgot to get your name," and she's like, "Oh, okay, that's kind of weird since we just did this whole like 30-minute like chit chat thing."
Right.
Greg was zooted out of his mind.
That's what's up.
Um,
Typical.
sounds right.
Yeah, I'm talking like EX, like outside.
Oh,
hey,
like CEO, CEO, like 2000,
last year.
like when he was dead outside. See, you
Yeah,
with
yeah,
me
yeah.
that year?
Yeah, I remember that. That was great.
Yeah.
We had the shoes
The
off.
final year at Orlando,
Yeah.
in Orlando
That
that
was
year.
good. That was a good
So
year.
this dude
That was
comes and he's
wild.
like, "Yeah, I didn't get your name." So she's like about to say something, and Gutex's freaking peanut brain just like, he just opens his mouth. And he's like, "Whoa, what do you mean? It's not her job to give you her name." And he's like, Greg's like, "What?"
He's
And this dude Gutex is like popping off, like he's like losing his mind.
This shit is on stream.
Yeah, hold on, I'm not.
I I low key think that Gootecks is definitely losing his mind because he's been doing a lot of like the IRL shit and all that. So he's fucking around with people like Casey Tron and fucking Pokimane and
Sharpie one.
all the IRL streamers. Like he's been like more so involved in that than like FGC stuff, like as of late. But I don't know, man. I've always thought that like something wasn't right about him, like in the back of his head, but. I don't know. Maybe age is getting to him.
Maybe. God damn, dude.
How old is Gootecks? Gootecks like what? He's like 36, 35.
Old enough. Yeah, I think he's like 34. 35.
Yeah, because I want to say Justin's like 34 right now.
Oh, here we go. Found it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could probably play it.
Let me see if I can. All right, dope. All right, stream. We're gonna go ahead and bring that over to you guys.
Why did he go off like that?
Right the fuck now. Let me see here.
Because you got her, and then it literally just says.
He just creeps up on him.
Yeah, because you would see it like it has his name, so he was already there. And this dude just like Greg just like teleports back into the room. And he's like, fucking instant transmission. He's like, hey.
I didn't get your name at all.
Oh, sorry, it's Jacqueline. Nice to meet you. Sorry.
I'm
so sorry.
There's no introduction.
But you can like you can see
this
it.
is where
Like,
you
I
fucked
talked
up.
to Greg. I was like, bro, what happened? He's like,
This shit's hilarious.
Yo, Gootecks. What the hell was that?
yeah, he just popped up on him.
Son, what? Why did he get so mad?
Like he was like legitimately sick about it.
This dude was pissed. You know what it was? I think Gootecks might have been trying to get at her, dog. Like maybe Greg was intervening on his turf. And
Whoa!
all he saw at the time of this interaction was a young.
Why is he that pissed off?
Yeah, he's like actually turning up. Like I want to go back and watch the whole stream and see if like there's an extra part at the end. But like once you show this part, it's like what else do you want me to show? Like you're legitimately getting sick, like at this dude for asking a question.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, he just like lost his mind.
Why would it be her fuck up that you didn't get her name? Did she say I don't want to tell you my name?
Fuck, I feel for Greg.
Did she say no? I'm not telling you my name.
Doesn't necessarily have to be on me.
Maybe she didn't. Maybe she didn't.
Yeah,
think that
he
you
doesn't
were
have
worthy
to
of
be
her
on
asking
me.
your name.
You're right. That's not me fucking up.
Goddamn.
It is you fucking up because every single interaction should be like, hey, what's your name? I'm Ryan.
Jacqueline.
Nice to meet you, Jacqueline. Every fucking interaction starts with.
All right. Yo, Gootecks is crazy, dog. Like
This dude just like loses his shit for no reason.
that shit's Omega Wild.
And everyone, like, the dude that clipped it and, like, posted it to Twitter, like, everyone's, like, going on Greg, and I'm like, bro, is nobody acknowledging Gootecks having, like, a meltdown?
Yeah, he kind of took it from, like, one level to another, dog. Like, maybe...
I told Greg, I was like, dog, if I was there, I'd actually probably try to square up with Gootecks for you.
See, it ain't even now that serious, bro, because Gootecks ain't about that life.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I'd have dunked him looking like looking like one of them little popsicles, the red, white, and blue joints.
Why is he just
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Word on that one. I'd have probably put him in, like, I wouldn't have squared with him, but I'd have been like, yo.
I'd have fucking slapped him upside his head.
Yeah, I'd have been like, Gootecks, you better chill the fuck out, bro.
Yeah,
you're
chill out.
you're not about that.
I would have fucking slapped him upside his head.
That's OD. He definitely went from one extreme to another. Maybe we don't have all the context behind it, but that definitely from the way the clip.
I mean, you can't ask Greg because he doesn't remember.
I figured as much.
I think what happened is he was really trying to get up in there, and he realized Greg came back in real smooth, and she was actually talking to him, and he's just you see him looking around like, yo, we gonna let this shit happen, and everyone's just like cool with it. And he's just like,
the whole time is like, damn. She's like, I want
like,
no part of
this. Right.
She's like, can we just move on to the next freaking loser playing video games? Please?
I kind of low key wish I was there just to see it in person, because I'd have been losing my shit. That shit would have been really fucking funny, dog.
Yeah, I'm about to post this on Twitter. I didn't realize that shit happened.
That's OD. I just saw the picture.
I saw the picture. I didn't know like if
dude,
like he just got told by Gutex for trying to be like a gentleman by asking her name.
This dude
When I
just
saw
showed the picture.
First moment you came up in here and talked to her, I'm like, what?
Yeah, when I watched it, and Greg, like the first time when Greg like leaned backwards,
they had a real good conversation, and they lost a moment of getting the interaction. Like, why my man just so pissed off that he's over here talking to my date, my girl, and you over here like what's
Gutex? If Gutex was actually like talking to her, 100%, my man's just shot himself in the foot.
Down, yeah, that's not gonna work, bro.
Like, damn, he's a psychopath.
Yeah, he's definitely crazy.
Like,
wow.
he might hit me or something.
Definitely kind of wild.
Losing his mind off of somebody coming in and asking for my name.
Yo, straight up, like.
Honestly,
if anything, I would have been mad that Greg just didn't say excuse me, but it wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
It wasn't even that serious. He just walked up.
Yeah, my man legit was just like, yo, like I totally didn't get your name. Like I don't like. It could have been just like, yo, we had a good conversation. I don't want to walk away without knowing what your name is. Like, what's the problem?
I do not know. Like,
maybe just, like erupted for the smallest thing.
Maybe there was a bit of intoxication on the part of Gutex, because he definitely looks a little gone. He looks a little red in there. But if that's the case, then it's like somebody doesn't know how to control and like hold their alcohol.
Somebody needs to learn to drink.
Because like I've been drunk before, and I don't think I've ever been like upset drunk. Like I've never gotten mad at anybody.
I just talk a little more.
Like
that's all.
You just get loud.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you're getting to the point where you're having mental breakdowns and you're popping off on people, you probably shouldn't drink that much. Like if that's the case, but I'm not.
It was like, yeah,
I'm not blaming it. Yeah, I'm not blaming it on the sauce. I think he's actually just kind of wild.
I mean, I do too. But
my man, he had to watch Mike Ross leave, and now he's just mentally unstable.
But the thing is, Mike Ross don't even give a fuck about Gutex. Like they're cool and all that, but like Mike Ross knows he doesn't need that nigga. Like it might be like the other way around. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's like, damn, what am I gonna do without Mike?
That shit's
so
crazy.
I just gotta start just yelling at random dudes now, talking to girls, not asking for their names.
My man's Greg walked up, and in the back of Gutex's mind, he was like, "Whoa, brother alert!" Like,
whoa!
So
you need to get the hell up out of here.
Son, we should have started with this fucking segment. I didn't know there was like this whole thing behind. I didn't watch the video. Like I just saw the link on Twitter.
I quoted it on Twitter at like hella early in the morning.
This shit said, "This is where you effed up." Good stuff, like Twitch. Dog.
My man said you fucked up. Like,
let's go.
My man, were you really trying to get in there? Like, I just wanted the girl's name so I could remember. Like,
right.
Calm down.
I legit just quoted it. I said, "Damn, Gutex a life coach. So LMFL had to fry young Greg up on cam."
That's OD, dog.
Not that serious out here.
Shit. That's awesome. I'm so proud of Greg for this.
I taught my son well.
Just when I never thought it got any funnier, dog.
I taught my son
something.
well.
There's always fucking something, bro.
Damn. And you know why he mad, right? Because he knew he fucked up. Because Greg came back and she clearly talked to him. He was like, "Yeah, get this loser out of here, so I, Gutex, can mac on you."
Said your Lord and Savior, Gutex.
Nobody's fucking.
You might have seen me. I did some videos called "Excellent Adventure."
Fucking coked out crackhead ass. Nobody's fucking with him, dog. Like, come on, man.
Honestly,
legit looks
like what are you doing there?
Low key, a more strung out Keanu Reeves.
What is he doing?
It's
there?
just not good. I don't
know. That bad?
Apparently wigging out on gamers. Like,
yeah, like is it really that bad that you gotta come talk to people who I would expect you to already know?
That shit's fucking crazy, man. I don't know. It's funny that this low key kind of leads into the segment I was trying to start at the beginning of the fucking podcast, bro. So when it comes to like trying to cuff joints now, like, you know what I mean, trying to get a little something for yourself, you know what I mean? Talk to the sisters out there. Or if it's for, the other type, trying to get the brothers. Whatever your preference is. It seems like now, to actually have a decent chance at, like, getting with somebody or talking to somebody is you gotta have a fucking gimmick. So, like, if I'm sitting here and I'm your average Joe, right? And I'm busting my ass working, you know what I mean, a 9 to 5 or whatever to make me ends meet. Like, I'm not broke. I got money. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of myself, but I'm just working hard. Like, a person that's working hard isn't as appealing to a female now than, like, a rapper. Like, you can legit be making the same amount of money, but they're going to be more attracted to the rapper. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of OD. It's fucked up. You know, it low-key kind of makes me want to get in the studio. You know what I mean? And, like, start jotting some bars and shit down. Because I'm losing to these Joes, dog. Like, it's kind of crazy now. Like, everybody has to have a gimmick of some sort, you know? But, like, the average Joe that's doing well for themselves is not attractive to females now, like, anymore. Or, males. Like, if you're into that. You know? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's, like, uber fucked up. And it's, like, in a world where there's so many different factors that factor into, like, finding people, whether it be, you know, your social status, your economical status, the way that the state of the world is right now, especially for millennials, it's harder. It basically, your quote-unquote grow-up phase, like where you actually grow up, takes longer than that now. So, like, most people aren't really getting established and getting a hold on life until, like, their mid-30s now. Like, between 30 to 35 is when people get stable, you know? And it's just really difficult. Like, it's really difficult to find and introduce and meet somebody. Whereas I could just come in as some cheesy ass gimmick, being like, "Yo, real talk, I'm so on and so forth, SoundCloud rapper, da da." Oh, you're a rapper? You know what I mean? I could literally walk up to a female right now. I can go outside and be like, "Yo, true shit. I work my fucking ass off for it, but I'm making 80 grand a year. You know what I mean? I'm making 90 grand a year. Like, that's good money, you know?" And some random Joe off the street could be like, "Yeah, I'm Eddie G. I'm a SoundCloud rapper." And they're gonna fuck with him. It's crazy, man. I can't be the only one that's suffering from this shit. I know it's not just me. Like, where are my people at, yo? Where my chat dudes at? You know what I mean? I can't be the only one. There's no way. There's no fucking way, man. Like, it's insane to me. It's insane to me, you know. Somebody literally working their fucking ass off, has a vehicle, life put together, you know what I mean, has aspirations and hopes for the future, but then Joe Schmo down the street is the one bagging all the joints.
Game done changed, man. I
I
mean, I'm telling you from the guys on the outside, because I don't pay attention to half the females that people like oogle over and shit. But like, game done change. I'm just watching it change. Like, game done change.
Well, I'm talking about the regular ones too. Like,
yeah, game done change, man. Like, look, either you gotta, like, I feel like now either you gotta, like you said, be somebody, or you gotta be one of those fucking ravaging ass social media dudes who just be shooting their shots at any fucking thing till you land something. Because you know damn well you ain't gonna get with most of the females who just talking, because they got such a high fucking guard up now that you don't get to that point.
So, like, another issue and problem that people have is that people have high standards because of how we're subjected to, like, media and all that, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at, you know what I mean, all the social media, Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth, like, it's people literally trying to post their best version of themselves on these platforms. This is why I hate filters. I think filters are the dumbest fucking shit on the planet because it's not real.
I hate that
shit. You know what I mean? People dressing themselves up to appear more perfect, like a certain type of way, but it's not, like, real to me. It's really fucking annoying. I don't do Instagram. I don't have an Instagram account. Like, the only social media that I have is Twitter, and I don't even post personal things on it. Like, it's literally there for news. I get informative current events through Twitter. That's what I use it for. But, you know, everybody else, like, literally everybody and their mom has a fucking Instagram account, has a fucking Snapchat account, Facebook, whatever the fuck else, social media. I don't know all of them. There's a fuck ton of them. You know what I mean? But they're on these different platforms, got millions of fucking pictures, and all of them are literally the same pose with different fucking filter on. It's like, who are you? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know, dog. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's really fucking wild, man. Like, just it's
too much work.
Yeah,
for
like,
nothing.
What the fuck happened to reality, bro? Like,
Too much work for nothing, man.
I honestly feel like for that aspect of my life, like social interaction with people of the opposite sex, I like
Honestly,
and fell,
dude, man, for me, it's damn near non-existent nowadays.
fallen in a fucking time capsule and just got like glued in that bitch for like 20 years. Came out and I just don't understand what the fuck is going on. Like, I just don't get it.
We were raised different, so like we're in that point where we're kind of like in between the boomers and the millennials, that like we're kind of stuck in the middle. Like, we're just stuck in that little gap in the middle where we don't really fit in with boomers, but we don't really fit in with millennials, but we kind of do, but not enough to really benefit from it.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Nah, it makes total sense to me, man. It makes total sense to me, because these people out there and their taste, I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, but it's shit.
It's trash.
You know, it is what it is, dog.
It's trash. That's why I have such high standards, because I don't trust people. But
well, no, I understand that. Like, for as much, and I've said this on previous podcasts, for as much good as people can do, there's a whole lot of fucking bad. Dog,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, shit is crazy. Like, it is fucking crazy. But it's really difficult to conversate with these fucking drones. Like, this is the shit LTG was talking about, man. Like, he's not playing. Like, they're drones. It's a whole bunch of drones out there, man. It is fucking D, dog. But like, I was thinking about this, like, I want to say Monday, cause I got a real perspective and look at it at the bar crawl, kinda. But just seeing the people that were matched up, and I'm like, all right. So in the back of my mind, I try to analyze things. I'm like, you know, what could this person possibly see in this other person? And I'm not gonna be able to nail it on the head because I don't know these people. They know each other, so there might be something more than what I'm thinking. But I'm like, yo, I'm seeing a bunch of bozos. You know what I mean? Bagging like decent joints. And then there's like decent joints out there, or, you know what I mean, like okay, average joints. You know, you try to talk to them and they're looking for bozos. They're not looking for people that are doing right for themselves. You know what I mean? So what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to like dumb down and act like the bozos? You know what I mean? You know, I can't. I don't even want to imagine what my SoundCloud rapper career would be like, bro. It'd be really fucking bad. I don't even know what the fuck I would rap about. You know, to be honest with you. Like, I honestly.
Do you need something to rap about? Come on, man.
Get me on the collab.
You said what happened?
You just got to get me on the collab.
Get you on the collab?
Yeah.
What are you gonna sing? You gonna sing the hook?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like that track that Lil Wayne did with Robin Thicke.
Oh, gotcha.
So you can rap and I'll do like the hook.
That shit's crazy, man. But that's just too much fucking work, bro. That's too much work. Like, way too much work. Why is it so much work, yo? To talk to somebody. Like, to conversate, you know? It's just too many fucking problems, man. Like, the world. There's just too many problems, man. It's just too much. I just wanted to know if I was alone on that. Apparently, I'm not. You know, but it just seems like... It seems like the wrong people are getting all the right things. Like, in life right now. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's actually kind of nuts. Actually low-key kind of nuts. Like, we can have an entire podcast and be talking about fucking relationship shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know, I actually thought about that. I was like, I could low-key rap about the generation gap and how people are drones. But ain't nobody gonna want to well, I can't even say that. People listen to anything. You know, there are legit people getting on tracks now counting. And people fuck with it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's true. It's true. Like, if you think about all the gimmicky, like, rappers that came up when we were younger, if they were to, like, be in this era right now, they'd be, like, they wouldn't be one-hit wonders. They'd be in there. They'd be fucking in there. Because people fuck with that. Like, they actually like the simplistic preschool rap. We just talk about dumb shit. I don't know. But I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to degrade myself. Well, I guess I wouldn't call it degrading. It's just a different personality. But I shouldn't have to change who I am to impress people to convey a conversation. That's freaking stupid. That's really fucking dumb. Like, I feel like the new school methods and the old school methods just don't line up, right? So, like, back in the day, you know, you would go to a bar, you would buy somebody a drink, and you'd have a conversation over it. That shit don't work no more, because now you'll sit there and buy somebody a drink, they'll drink that shit and be out. Like, you know what I mean? Waste of money. I don't condone doing that. And then the new school method, people going through social media means and like dating app means and that stuff is fucking terrible. It's shit. It's really bad. Like really bad, you know? Yes, indeed. D4L would be son. Let Laffy Taffy drop in 2020, bro. that shit, son, it will blow these people's minds. It
Instant
literally
freaking hit.
low key would be the new Old Town Road. Like low key. Fucking insane, man. But yeah, that shit, I don't know, man. I've been thinking about life more, and that's something that has occurred to me, you know, over the past couple of days. You know, on top of that, people are like, as a whole, like as a society, people are assholes, man. I went to one of my stores on Tuesday, and unfortunately, I had to park my truck 2 blocks down because there's no fucking parking around this place. So I had to carry a cart with a fuck ton of product on it 2 blocks up. So I get literally right in front of the store. And to get into the store, you have to go around this big ass dip. So, long story short, the cart gets snagged on the dip and the product starts to tilt like it's going to fall off the cart. I had 5 bystanders around me watching, being like, oh shit, it's going to fall. Nobody helps. Nobody helps. All the shit spills off the cart. Like, I had glass on this shit and all this, so glass bottles is busting. Like, there's shit everywhere, right? The only person that helped was a fucking homeless dude. A homeless dude gets up and is like helping me pick the shit up off the ground, putting it back on the cart. He's like, oh, yo, you know, I can help, da-da-da, and this, and that. And I talked to him like, I appreciate this. And I'm looking around at all these assholes that are like not doing anything. Like, society as a whole has gotten terrible, man.
They are
This is
drones, like
really,
legit. They are.
really
This
fucking
is the one time I'll agree with the LTG. Like the title. People are drones, man. Like this is why you know what this reminds me of? That one episode of Black Mirror. You know which episode I'm talking about?
There's a lot of them, bro.
With the convict, and she running around, she trying to get help, and people just filming her. And they just watching her like,
oh,
yo,
yeah,
people just getting slaughtered. They just film
I mean, to be fair, there's a twist behind it. We're not
yes,
gonna spoil it. Yeah, that's
the point of that.
Yeah.
The point of that video is that, yo, like, people clearly need help, and they just film it, and they just watching. They just watch it, and it's just like, yo, like, can y'all help? And they're just watching. They're helping by watching and filming you. You're just running around.
Shout out to Black Mirror. That episode's called White Bear, by the way. Yeah, that's a good ass episode.
That's actually one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones out of that series. I actually saw a chick today. I would have helped her out if I was outside the truck, but I was driving, and they got these like Lyft and the Bird, and they got all these
Scooters.
Yeah, motorized scooters that you can rent and you can ride all around the city with and shit like that, right? So there was this chick. She was a little thick, you know what I mean? She had a little meat on her, and I guess she was going to work, so she's like in a full like dress, like suit attire and all that, right? And she's waiting at the crosswalk to go across it, and I guess her light turns, so she like revs the joint up, but I guess it got stuck in like a rock was in front of it, or there was a hole or anything like that. But she hits the joint, and she literally flips over the bars and eats shit right in the asphalt. And like, I'm sitting in the truck just like, ooh, because I'm across the street. I'm not getting out of my truck at a red light to help her up because they're not holding traffic up. Now, I can't, like, you know, but luckily there was somebody else at the light, and it was a older lady, and she helped her up and made sure she was situated and all that. But I could not fucking believe it. This chick caught air, bro. Like, she flipped over them bars. I want to say she was a good like 4 feet off the ground, like full backflip mode or front flip. Full front flip mode, straight into some asphalt, dog. Suit ruined. I was like, damn, bro, just a bad day. I thought I was having a bad day. You know what I mean? That goes to show you, no matter how bad you guys think you have it out there, somebody definitely has it worse somewhere out there. Like one person, bro. That happened. Yeah, that happened today. God damn. That literally happened today. I couldn't believe it. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. But enough of my rambling. Wasting podcast time. It's about time for that goddamn weekend rollout. So tomorrow's the 4th of July, gentlemen.
And that it is.
Happy fucking Independence Day. I mean, can we even? I feel like it's not even right to call it.
Sure, I guess.
Like, yeah, I feel like that is such a wrong title. Like, I guess we're celebrating our independence from like the British, but at the same time, when all this was going on, they had slaves and stuff. So it's like, is it truly Independence Day, bro? Is it truly Independence Day? I don't know, but shouts to having a day off work. Like, I guess that's cool. You know, shouts to being off. Is anybody doing anything special for no, I was about to call it St. Patrick's Day. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with me? Is anybody doing anything special for Independence Day tomorrow?
I thought we were going to Pennsylvania to get fireworks.
Damn, we're driving all the way up to Pennsylvania?
Only like an hour.
I mean, only. Pennsylvania, an hour is not. I'm like, hold on, man. I'm like, in the back of my brain, I'm like, yo, an hour. I'm like, there's no way that shit's right.
You
Like,
really had to. You're like, wait.
yeah, I'm like, hold on, where the fuck's Pennsylvania? And I was like, hold on, no. Like, nah, dog. See, the thing is, you can get fireworks here, but if you want like real fireworks, you gotta go to Pennsylvania. Like,
yeah. And you know what's crazy is that you can't actually like up until like this year, you weren't allowed to like use fireworks at all in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
Yeah, just like this year, they finally allowed it.
They're like, hey, turn up.
Yeah, I was like, I guess. I was like, that's kind of weird, but
That's OD. Yeah. Shout outs to tomorrow being Stranger Things season 3. So if you're a Stranger Things fan, that drops tomorrow.
does it really?
It does.
Oh well, I don't care.
That's fucked up. I enjoy that show.
I haven't watched any of it, so
It's good, man. It's good.
all right. I lied. It's an hour and a half.
Yep. That's more believable. It's definitely not an hour.
I mean, if you're driving, yeah, it's an hour.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an hour if I'm driving. Fucking shit. I went all the way up last weekend to
Rehoboth.
Yep, Rehoboth Beach and Dover Downs. I was all the way up there. That shit. Yeah, it took me 2 hours and like 15 minutes to get out to fucking Rehoboth, dog. That shit is far.
Yeah, place sucks.
Shouts to Delaware, yo. Sleepy, Curtis,
Young
all
Sleep.
them. All the weird people come from Delaware. Got Young Cosmic, Nas.
Hey, young Nas.
Yeah.
He's on beach
I
ass.
think he's engaged. I'm like
Maybe.
90% sure. Cause
He's been dating that chick for a while.
I think they're like legit like engaged though. I think he put a ring on that joint, dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Would never have believed it.
Well, yeah, I definitely agree to that, yo. Especially us knowing Nas for as long as we have. That's kind of wild, you know.
He
But at
said
the
he
same
said good
time-
game. He said wasn't a good game.
Throw stick, punches a wall, out. like, all right, cool. Good game for me. I won. That's all that matters. But yeah, I don't know. That's just far as hell, dog. But yeah, Pennsylvania for some fireworks, bro. I better get like a mortar.
You want mortars? They got them.
No, I want like a World War II like
Oh yeah, I
triangle
can't get you
mortar,
that.
dog.
Sorry.
I'm trying to like blow up a plane or something.
But I can get you some specials.
Oh.
Yeah, now through July 4th.
Hey, true shit though, I would legit buy a fuck ton of like crazy ass fireworks and then save them for the winter, and then I would like
Just set them off randomly.
I would put them in like frozen shit. Like I would light them and like put them in like.
I think you can buy this stuff. Like, can you buy it online? I actually have no idea. Hold on.
Is it legal to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know how it works. Yeah.
Add to cart. Can I really?
I don't know how the
you
whole-
can ship this shit.
Oh, okay. Good shit. Good shit.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know how the whole state line thing works because I know for a while it was like you couldn't purchase like cigarettes in bulk and then travel between states. And shit.
You could, but you had to like have a good reason why you did it.
Right.
But if you do that, like to go to New York, they
Right.
grip you up immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, they kill you too because that's apparently a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. You know, it's kind of OD. It's kind of OD. So yeah, I don't know how state lines work. I know how state lines work when it comes to like committing crimes. Like, you know, that's different. So like if you're like speeding or some shit and somebody from that state is chasing you, they can't follow you across the state line. Like, that's the thing. But as far as like transporting items, I do not know how that works. But yeah, so we got that. Yeah, 4th of July is tomorrow. Stranger Things is tomorrow. This Saturday is the big John Jones card. There's a lot of like really good fights on that card from what I heard, so that'll probably be a thing.
All right, so I'm gonna be real with you. You want to split a $250 firework?
What does it do?
It's literally 16,000 Wolfpack firecrackers. So you know, like they have like that huge fucking strip of like firecrackers.
Yeah, yes.
It's legitimately that. It's 16,000 of them in a strip.
Do you separate or you just let it off?
You just let the whole thing off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, $250.
Honestly, it might be worth the laughs, because if like I like lit that shit.
If you lit that like outside your house, it would go off for like a good like probably like 3-4 minutes.
That's what I was thinking. Like
your neighbors would be
they'd be really mad.
It'd be kind of worth it, honestly.
Well, honestly, I can say that no party is like a party in the district, dog, for 4th of July. It's a scene. I think they're getting smarter though, because this year they're actually closing off streets and shit. So, like, I don't know. It was kind of wild the one year we was out in the district.
We were like away from like the actual like fireworks stuff. We were just like
in the city, bro.
Yeah, and they're just like turning up.
It's popping off.
Fucking mortars in the air. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's illegal here, but I was like,
homeboy on a bike randomly lets a cherry bomb off and just like puts it somewhere and dips.
M80 and then just zoots off into the night sky.
Son, that shit was loud as fuck when it went off, bro. We were like literally right next to that joint.
This dude John jumped, so he almost jumped.
His heart skipped. He almost died. He almost died that night. That shit was great. That shit was good, dog. I'm like, yeah, that was definitely an M80. That's what's up. Shouts out to the 4th of July, giving people an excuse to get drunk and blow shit up.
Damn, I might just go by myself and get some of this shit.
Oh, to Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's only an hour and a half.
I mean, it's not like I'm doing shit tomorrow anyway. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't even know like the status of like stores and shit. Like if stores are open tomorrow. I would assume so. Maybe they close early. I don't know.
This joint's called the M98 Firecracker, and there's 36 of them in the box. It literally says description: legal version of the M80.
Wow. Okay.
I'm in there.
My man's is like the legal version of a Draco. Said the legal version of cocaine. Like
Chinatown Red Snap crackers. That's definitely illegal, but what the fuck is this?
That shit is wild, dog. Alright. But I think that's pretty much all the content you're going to get out of our asses for this week, dog. Hopefully y'all enjoyed yourselves on this motherfucking podcast. I guess let's go ahead and run the socials, bruh. You can get us started off, Greg.
The usual. Hit me up on Twitter at MechaShinOni, Twitch at MechaShinOni. Kind of streaming a little more, I guess, for Samurai Showdown. Instagram, MechaShinOni. That's all I got.
And then we got Nick.
So I was drinking orange juice.
Good shit.
Just follow me on Twitter. I think everything's on there. It's just at Nick T Stone.
And it is the same thing for my ass. Everything's interlinked. So if you go down below on the stream itself, you'll see the Twitter page and YouTube page, but it's also right there on your screen too. So you could just search it and you will find it. I'm out there. Shout outs to another great episode for this pod. If you're not doing shit for the weekend, check out the John Jones fight. Watch Spider-Man. Shit's great. You know what I mean? If you're a fan of Spider-Man, even if you're not a fan of Spider-Man, you will enjoy yourself. It's a good flick. But catch the archive on YouTube, Fridays. Every Friday upload. We're on with shit. This is the 14th episode of the podcast, so there's quite a bit of content there. So if you're ever bored in traffic or some shit, that's usually when I listen to podcasts. Put that shit on the background. Listen to us rant about a whole bunch of shit. We've talked about a lot of fucking shit on this podcast, and it's kind of crazy how we don't talk about the same thing every episode. It's actually like blowing my mind. I don't know how we've done it, but it is what it is. But for the 3 stand, there's a lot of fucking faces in that. Jeez, oh my god, I gotta collect them. All right, we out of here, dog. Oh my god.